welcome back. We're doing another Pondering the Pond this week. And this week I wanted to go back to the critter that we found last week, the frog that we found. This is not the exact frog probably, but we did find this frog in the same place and we think it's the same species. Last week I was kind of wondering as we were looking at the frog, is this a bullfrog? Is this a green frog? Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell, especially when bullfrogs are young, the difference. But this week I really want to dive into how we know and look at this frog and check it out. So, we've got a little frog in here who now jumped out. Hello, Mr. Frog. Okay. So we've got our frog here. Ooh, and if you saw last week's video, you'll know that this is not the exact same frog because this frog we've got here is a female frog. And the way we can tell that she's a female is because she's got tympanum or ears right back here that are the same size, a little smaller than her eyes. And right under her neck is white instead of yellow. So now you can really see that difference between the two. So we've got a green frog here. And green frogs and bullfrogs look really similar, especially when bullfrogs are young, like I said before. They both have kind of mottled skin, which means that they've got like patchy brownish and greenish skin. You can see all those little polka dots and patches of color. But one of the big ways you can tell the difference is if you look at these lines right along the side. If frogs have those lines, which are called dorsolateral lines, that means that it's a green frog instead of a bullfrog. So there's lots of other ways you could tell, but if you're trying to decide, is it a bullfrog, is it a green frog, and you're not sure between the two, that's a good way to know. And then the other thing I just wanted to show you all today is this little frog's breathing under her chin. We're gonna wait and see if she'll do it for us. There she goes. So you can see that little breathing sac right under her chin, and that's how frogs produce noise. So they'll trap some air in there and they'll block off their nostrils, and then they'll force that air down into their lungs and then back up into their vocal sac, and that movement of air is what's going to cause that frog noise we so often hear. So this little green frog right here probably has been around for at least a year. Probably spent the winter under the mud in the pond. And so she is currently eating a bunch of insects. As a tadpole, she would have eaten plants, but now she's eating insects. And so yeah, we'll check in on her maybe again in the future, but that's all for now.